Hi friends, and thanks for joining me in this video. Today I'm going to be talking about all of the upcoming luxury beauty releases. We have exciting beauty news to talk about, and I have some breaking news for Chanel. I think that I'm going to show you a product, an upcoming new product from Chanel that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this product. This is going to be a little bit later in the video. And now we are starting with some other luxury beauty releases. For this video, I wanted to say a very special thank you to Amit Beauty Talk. I'm going to be using mostly her photos for this video, and she has an Instagram account that is dedicated to the latest luxury beauty news. I'm going to make sure to write the name of the account here on the screen, and also I'm going to post a link to her account in the description box. Please go ahead and follow her. If you enjoy luxury beauty, you're definitely going to enjoy this account because she shows a lot of the upcoming beauty releases. And I'm going to be starting with what's coming next from Guerlain. Now, I have to be honest with you, I'm not very excited about the new Guerlain and Pucci makeup collection. For some reason, it looks nice, but the whole packaging, it just doesn't speak to me, to be honest. The lipsticks are way too dark, way too red, and for some reason I am going to skip this collection. I already have two of their Meteorites Pearls powders, so the new pearls in just a limited edition packaging is a big no for me. The eyeshadow palette is kind of nice, but I'm mostly a person that works in an office, and I generally prefer more subtle, more sophisticated kind of makeup look. And the eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna be honest, I like the colors. I really dislike the packaging of this collection, and I'm going to skip it. But then we have another release that I already purchased one of the products. So Guerlain are going to release new luxury powders from their Perur Gold makeup line. I love their Perur Gold foundations. I do not like the primers, really. They're kind of okay, just okay, but I think that they're not worth the splurge. But something that is very interesting to me, they are going to release a new Perur Gold Skin Double Veil with SPF 50. I'm going to be buying this one for sure. I'm going to let you know what I think. Now, if you want, wait for my review because these are going to be quite expensive products, and I just purchased, before sitting down to film this video, I actually just purchased the powder in the shade Light. So they have 4 colors available. I was wondering, I was a little bit in doubt whether I should purchase the transparent or the light, but I want to buy the light because I want to have some coverage. And plus, I don't know what to expect from this powder, but very often I like to use only sunscreen and then powder. And then if I have the shade Light, it's going to be nice. It's going to probably add a little bit of coverage. We're going to see. I would advise you to wait for my review first, because I'm going to film the review as soon as my powder arrives. We still don't have the primer, but I'm going to buy the primer as well as soon as it launches. The powder costs around, I believe it was like 93 euro, which is an investment for a powder. Next, we have breaking news. Another beauty brand on the scene, and this is going to be Louis Vuitton. And we have this information again from Amit Beauty Talk. A very special thank you. She sourced this information. We still don't have photos of what the collection is going to look like, but they're going to release new lipsticks in 2025. So apparently they are working on the lipsticks right now. I think that, like, let me know what you think. Like, definitely leave me a comment. I want to know what you think because a lot of the luxury fashion brands started their own makeup line, and I think that this is mostly targeting people who cannot afford their luxury handbags and who cannot afford their fashion. And for me personally, I may skip this one altogether because this is going to be just, for me, this is what I think. This is like my line of thinking. This is just aimed to get the money of people who cannot afford a handbag and who cannot afford fashion items. And to me, it's a little bit offensive for them starting now this makeup line all of a sudden, and they're starting with lipsticks, which are probably going to be way over $100 or €100 for a lipstick. And to be honest, I'm a little bit tired of all these new beauty brands emerging and not offering something new, not offering something special, but just trying to get our money. This is my line of thinking, but let me know what you think. Are you excited for a Louis Vuitton lipstick? Next, we have an interesting extension to the Plan de Paris collection from Dior. The nail polishes look beautiful. If I can, I'm definitely going to get the Saint Honoré. And then I also want, I think that the number 30 Montaigne, I think is going to be very suitable to the Chanel nail polish that was released. This is the one that I'm wearing now, so I'm going to skip this one. But Vendôme looks very interesting. Now, for now, the information that we have is that this additional collection is going to be aiming Asia. The blush, I think, is going to be way too pale. I think it's going to be very similar to the one blush that I have in the lilac color from the Dior Rouge Blush and Glow collection, the Dior Amour palette, which I already reviewed. And I think that this blush in particular is going to be very similar to the blush in the Dior Amour palette, which, to be honest with you, it just doesn't show up on my skin, or it's so pale. I have to wait until the winter months so that I'm going to be able to wear this blush and not look weird when I'm wearing it. So I'm going to be skipping the blush, but I like the two nail polishes that I mentioned. And then another big surprise, Celine also want to get our money, and they're also starting their own beauty line, and we are seeing some lipsticks. They're going to start with lipsticks, but then I see that they also have developed the idea, so they're probably going to have also some eyeliners and nail polishes and also a blush. The blush looks interesting. Now I'm more interested, I'm probably going to be, more open-minded to brands that actually come up with a little bit more extensive idea, that put a little bit more work. Like, let's say Louis Vuitton coming only with lipsticks, it's like a quick cash grab for me. Celine, it all depends. Like, the blushes may be beautiful, so I'm willing to try them. I'm willing to respect their efforts. The lipstick doesn't really attract me, the packaging. It almost looks like a leather packaging. They look very much like La Bouche Rouge, which, some famous makeup artists were promoting La Bouche Rouge, and then I kind of felt a little bit disappointed from the brand because it's like nothing special, It's just fine, but nothing special, nothing that we don't already have. I also want to take into consideration that brands are after our money. Lately, I think that luxury brands haven't been offering really good quality, exceptional quality makeup products, or some exciting makeup products, or some makeup products that we cannot find in the drugstore. I feel like lately luxury brands just work very little to release new and new makeup products, and they rely more on releasing a lot of makeup instead of working on something that is going to be really special and that we're going to want to add to our collection. Let me know if this is how you feel, or if you feel in a different way about the latest luxury beauty launches. But I'm noticing these things in Chanel, Dior. These are two of my favorite brands. I see some of the products are good quality, other products are not good quality. It's just like as if they are just releasing makeup products to make us buy more and more makeup. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not telling that I'm not excited about new launches. I'm excited, but I just want to see more quality here. I definitely want to see more quality. Okay, next, something that looks very interesting to me is going to be a new limited edition, apparently, lipstick collection from Dior. They are going to come out with golden lipstick cases. This is probably going to be for the holiday season because I see the holiday packaging of Dior. I'm very interested in those. I think that Dior have nice lipsticks if you can overcome the scent of the lipsticks, because Dior's lipsticks are very fragranced, heavily fragranced, but this is not a problem for me personally, so I'm going to try those if the colors are nice. For now, we see only one color that is a little bit more dark. It's almost like a burgundy brownish red color. This is what I see on the photo, but I think they're going to have more colors, so I'm going to treat myself to one or two lipsticks from Dior. I have a lot of Dior lipsticks and I like them, but again, it's not for everyone because they are very heavily fragranced, and I know that this is a problem for a lot of people. This is an issue. Hourglass just released 3 face palettes. I haven't shown Hourglass for years on my channel, but I have to say that I really like the Hourglass powders. Their finishing powders are nice. They have a learning curve, and a lot of people might not like them initially because they don't know how to use them exactly. But their bronzers and blushes are very beautiful because they add this luminosity to the skin. They have added new colors. Maybe I will buy one of these palettes because I really like their blushes. I like their bronzers as well. And it's been a while since I had a powder from Hourglass, but they are good quality. I'm not excited for what's coming from Lancome. Last year they had a beautiful holiday makeup collection, but this year take a look at the Lancome palette. For some reason, I'm just not excited for these colors. I'm not excited also for the size of the palette, because this is like, it looks a little bit big, chunky, and this is the kind of palette that I don't use. For some reason, just it doesn't feel luxurious to me. I love Lancome's lipsticks, but all of the colors for the holiday collection look quite similar to each other. Let me know what you think, but I don't see that much of a difference. Is this because of the swatches, or we don't really know? Then they're coming out also with a lip gloss, shimmery lip gloss, which I already have this one from Sisley, and I'm going to skip it because I love my Sisley gloss, but I don't feel like this is something exceptional. But here is something that I'm very excited about, and these are the new Dior Holiday Clutch palettes. They are going to have, as usual, 2 clutch palettes, and I think I'm going to go for the big clutch palette. Last year I purchased the Dior clutch palette and I did not regret it. I used this clutch palette a lot. It had beautiful colors. Now the downside here is that it has 4 lipsticks. The lipsticks are a little bit hard to get from the clutch palette really, but they usually put the most beautiful holiday eyeshadow palette in the big clutch, and they don't sell it separately. I see here 2 highlighters, and then I see also 2 blushes, which look very attractive to me, and I think I'm going to get the big clutch palette. It's just a tradition for me, and the colors look beautiful. I also like the small clutch palette, but for some reason the big one, it just attracts me a little bit more. So I'm looking forward to this one. Prada are coming out with their first limited edition holiday collection. We have a photo and swatches of the eyeshadow palette, and also some new lipsticks. I have to say I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. I think it's beautiful for the holiday season. It's a nice palette. It's not something groundbreaking, but I think it's a beautiful palette. Speaking of Prada, they just released a new face primer and a new blurring powder, and I think I'm going to try the powder. I'm not attracted to the primer, but I'm definitely going to try the powder to see how blurring it is. Plus, after the reformulation of my favorite Givenchy Prisme Libre powder, I'm looking for nice powders, to be honest, and I'm always interested if brands are going to make like really nice blurring powder. Now it has a green color, and green usually is canceling red, is concealing red. So we're going to see how it works. I'm interested to try this one. And then we're moving on to a product that again I want to try. I'm waiting, I'm literally looking at my retailers when they are going to have the new Gucci highlighters. Gucci usually have really beautiful packaging of their makeup. Now I feel like the packaging does not look luxurious on the photos, and this is going to be a surprise for me. They have a beautiful lavender highlighter, which is a very popular color for this season. All brands are making lavender blushes, lavender highlighters. It is the lavender season apparently. I think that all of the highlighters look beautiful. Next we're moving on to the beautiful holiday Soleil Neige collection by Tom Ford. I love everything about this collection. I love the glosses. I especially love, my number 1 product is going to be the contour face palette, the highlighter and the blush. I think this one is going to be beautiful, and then I love the eyeshadow palette as well. So if this collection launches here, I'm definitely going to be getting the eyeshadow palette, then the highlighter and blush palette. This one is my number 1 product, the highlighter and the blush palette. I hope I'm not going to miss those, because these 2 look absolutely stunning. And it looks like the collection is going to be available in the beginning of November. It says November the 8th. And as I promised in the beginning of this video, I think it's about time to reveal this Chanel product that is coming soon for the holiday season probably. And this is this beautiful eyeshadow palette with Camellia. So this one is, the credit goes to Sharon Rulala. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name right, but I'm going to put a link to her Instagram account in the description box. She often shows some beauty news about Chanel, but in her stories. So make sure to follow her and look at her stories, because she doesn't often post the photos, but she posts some beauty news in stories. And this palette, I'm excited about this one, because this is something special. First of all, the colors look like the kind of color story that I'm going to wear. They look very wearable, they look beautiful. And then I really like the camellia design And we can see here some swatches. The colors are going to be shimmery. So this is either going to be part of the so-called Leblanc collection, which as far as I know, Chanel discontinued their Leblanc collection because this used to be a collection that was targeting the Asian market. But I think that they discontinued this collection. This is at least the information that I have from a couple of my Chanel consultants. So now they just call it a spring makeup collection. So this is either going to be holiday, does not look very much like holiday, or it's going to be like a spring makeup collection. Maybe, you know, spring. When we say spring, I usually think about April, May, and the brands usually think like December, January. We already have the spring collections. And I only hope that this is not going to be Asia exclusive, because this kind of beautiful and very tender eyeshadow palettes, Chanel often release, and Chanel and Dior often release these kind of colors for the Asian market exclusively. I think that each of the colors can be used as one and done eye colors, and the top swatch actually looks very, very beautiful. I think this is going to look excellent all over the eyelid. It's going to create such a lovely, sophisticated look. Clé de Peau are going to have very nice makeup collection also for the holiday season, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be buying this one, to be honest. It looks, to me, it looks more like a spring collection. Then Rabanne have new duo blushes, and you can see the colors. The ones that I like are Incompatibles and Mean Girl Club. These are the two that I would buy. If anyone has tried those, let me know. They were available at Selfridges, but I missed them. They were available only for a day and then they sold out. Next, we have new liquid highlighters from Giorgio Armani, and I already have those. I have a couple of shades. Number 3 is amazing. Please go ahead and watch this video because I already filmed a video with these highlighters. This is my current favorite. I think that it's so incredibly beautiful. Now, this is something really special, but I'm not going to ramble about this one because I did a whole video that you can watch. Then we're moving on to another one of my favorite accounts for beauty news, and this is Wade's Hair Beauty. And they posted a photo of, we have seen actually a lot of times these photos, I'm seeing different colors. YSL are going to release new powder blushes, and the packaging is really beautiful. I am going to buy probably 1 or 2 colors depending on the colors. I think that the quality is going to be good, knowing YSL and the quality of their makeup. I loved their liquid blushes, and I'm excited to try the powder blushes as well. As far as I have seen on the photos that I see on Instagram, because a lot of people posted actually live swatches of different blush colors. And as far as I see, these are matte blushes. And matte blushes, the good thing about them is that they usually blur porous imperfections and texture on the skin. So I'm excited for this release, but I hope that they're going to release some nice colors that I'm going to like. Givenchy have released new lipsticks, and one color in particular looks very interesting to me, so I'm definitely going to buy this one. I'm going to let you know what I think. I'm not going to buy more colors because I have enough lipsticks already, and I recently purchased the most beautiful lipstick. Now this is from Guerlain, and it's the lipstick that I'm wearing today in this video. I have fallen in love with this color, but there are 2 colors, 1 or 2 colors from the new Givenchy lipsticks that I'm actually interested to try, and I'm going to purchase those. So I think that was all for today's video. These were the more interesting products that are going to be coming soon. Let me know if you have more information about interesting upcoming beauty releases, what you would like to see on my channel, what are the makeup products that you are excited to try. Also, I would love to hear your thoughts about the new brands that are going to release, that are going to start their own beauty line, makeup line actually. Thank you so much for spending time with me, for watching my video, and a very special thank you once again to Amit Beauty Talk for the beautiful photos and for all the information that she provides constantly. A very special thank you to Wade's Hair as well, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Take care, bye!